All right. I wanted to do a video today to cover some things that I think are very important. Um, Santa Rosa Beach. Everyone, you travel outside of this area, and they're like, why 30A? Why live there? What's the big deal? It can't be that big of a deal. So today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what are the big things why I live here? What are the big things why my kids I'm choosing to raise my kids here. And what are some downfalls to living here? Because, everywhere's got great things and some not so great things. So today I'm going to talk about what I really love. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go. Bear with me here. All right. Hopefully you can see my screen and hopefully you can see what I'm looking at. So the first thing we're going to do, if you didn't know, my name's Kurt. I'm a local realtor here on 30A. Been in the area about 14 years or so. Ex-military guy. Still trying not to shave, but my wife makes me trim that up sometimes. But the first thing you're going to do, if you're looking for a property down here and you want to know more about it, check out my website if you want to, or Google. Google's great too. But the first thing I would do is kind of see maybe what areas you might want to live in and why. So the first thing I'll do is to pull up my site, kurt30a.com. It's not too complicated. Sometimes this thing pops up, don't pay attention to it. Or maybe we should pay attention to it. Let me see. Some reason Chrome has been doing this lately. Let me pull up Safari. I just updated my computer, so we're having some technical difficulties. See if I can share Safari with you. All right, here we go. Let's go to kurt30a.com. Okay, so there you go. Chrome sometimes works, sometimes Safari is the better option. So, yeah, it looks like my computer's loading a little slower today. Normally, this is a property. Oh, there we go. It's a property on the bayou right down the street from me, which is a beautiful little area. This is Mac Bayou, connects to the bay. But we'll get started here. So if you're interested in Santa Rosa Beach, simply type in Santa Rosa Beach and search. It'll bring you to this map. And if you ever want to get more information just on like what the market's doing, if you don't live here, if you don't follow it, and you're just like, it might be, tell me whenever it's a buyer's market. Hey, look what just happened. Chrome just loaded my website. That's awesome. Um, yeah, I don't know why that happened, but let me pull up Safari again. Okay. So when you get to my website, here's the website. You can click right at the top right, complimentary market report. If you click on that, you just input your information, bam, you'll get the market report. No spam, simple as this. Market report, any information that I think is important for people who are interested in Santa Rosa Beach. We'll get updates. For instance, like this weekend is the 30A Songwriters Festival. Really, really cool. It's got multiple venues all along 30A. People ride their e-bikes, their golf carts. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If you don't know about it, look up 30A Songwriters Festival this weekend. So I like to break up 30A and Santa Rosa Beach into a couple different parts. Basically, there's north of 98, which is more residential with families, things like that. Lower price points because you're a little bit farther from the beach. So as far as like affordability goes, there's, right here, here's a $560,000 house. I think that's about the medium home price in the United States. So if you're thinking about moving to Omaha, maybe you should go down to Santa Rosa Beach because it's pretty sweet. So where I actually live is, if you look at this map, here is all of Sandestin, which is a big resort that has golf and tennis and a lot of other things. I live right here on this little finger canal, and I have access out into the bay to do, like, we do tubing on the boat, fishing, you know, jet skiing, all kinds of fun stuff on the bay. It's normally really calm, so you can go out there and have fun with everybody and have a good time. So as you can see up here, price points are a little bit lower. So if you're looking for more of a permanent home, second home, and you don't want to rent it, you want to be close to the beach, but you don't want to be in the craziness, this is a great area, you know, up in the north part. But we'll kind of focus a little bit more on the beach today, kind of see where that goes. And if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. My information's on my page. You can call me. I actually pick up my phone. It's kind of crazy. I'm like old school. I was born in the 90s or late 80s, you know, almost 90s, 87. Okay, it's close. But anyways, you can kind of break 38 up into a couple different parts. So I like to just do West 30A and East 30A. West 30A, which is about right here at Grayton Beach. That's kind of where if you've ever been to Grayton Beach, you might know Red Bar. Red Bar is an iconic bar, great food, funky atmosphere. It's located in Grayton Beach. It's kind of I would say at this point, probably a historical landmark. Really cool spot. So check it out if you come. So let's look at a little bit west of here. So the benefits of being west of Grayton Beach are going to be larger lots. Houses are going to be a little bit more spread out. Affordability. It's going to be a lot less expensive buying a beach home or close to the beach on the west side versus the east side. So, and I also, one thing that really sets 30A apart that I really want to talk about because it's my passion is the amount of wildlife areas and Florida parks. It's amazing. If you're an outdoor person, I'm a camper. I like to ride like dual sport motorcycles, you know, and find a cool secluded spot by a river or whatever, or a stream, and I'll camp and I'll hang out for the night, you know, and cook and just kind of listen to the bugs and the chirping and just kind of hang out. It's kind of a fun thing. But this whole area right here, if you see all this green is forest. It's all forest. There's no houses there. Everybody talks about how 30A is so cramped. There's no place to go. It's everybody's on top of each other. Well, yeah, that's because the houses have to be built in a certain area because there's a ton of forest, which is protected lands, which will never be built on around the area. So it's really cool. You can ride your bikes through these trails. You can hike. You know, there's coastal dune lakes, which we have 13. I think there's only 3 places in the entire world that have coastal dune lakes. It's an anomaly. It doesn't happen like very often at all. I think there's like one in South America and one in Europe. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, so you know, on the west side, you got more affordability, bigger lots. You know, less traffic, I'd say, and you're closer to more retail, more shops, things like that. As you get, and also convenience wise, you know, as you get to 30A, as you get to know it, you'll notice there's not a lot of big box stores. There's not a lot of, you know, convenience stores, Walmarts, Targets, you know, all this stuff. They've really limited who can come to this area and commercialize it because they want to keep it really tight and small and keep that home feel to it. There's really only one skyrise on 30A, really. And that was by purpose. There's nothing but houses, you know. When you go to Destin, you see condos, you know, condo buildings, 20-story, 30-story, 40-story, you know, and they're just massive condo buildings. Um, but anyways, so that's kind of the benefits of the west side. Let's talk about the east side. So the east side is kind of more bling bling. You know, we've got our house in Alice Beach. It's beautiful. It's concrete reinforced construction, which is amazing. Rosemary Beach is another cool, funky spot. My wife just ran a 5K out there. I think it was Thanksgiving Day, somewhere around there. But anyways, we went there and supported her. It was fantastic. And you do have some really cool little towns, and you do have some opportunities to get a better deal on the east side as well. So everyone has seen the Truman Show. Everyone has heard of probably Seaside. Seaside is where the film was filmed, and it's very iconic. Quick fact about Seaside: no two fences are the same. So if you go to Seaside, look at the fences. All the fences are different. They're white picket, but they're all different designs, different toppers, different bottoms. Very cool. So as you move a little bit more east, you get through Seagrove Beach, which is a cool spot too. You start to head into Seacrest, which is a little bit older, which I actually like Seacrest. We had a little condo there a while back. And believe it or not, Seacrest was a lot of fun because you can walk right over to Alice Beach and you got fine dining. It's an amazing spot. And I got to show you something. Um, I'll tell you my favorite restaurant. Let's see. I'll show you my favorite restaurant of all time. And yeah. So, all right, yeah. Here we go. Here it is on the map. So you can kind of get a sense of where it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So the only way to get here really is you come off 98, come down 395, go eastbound on 30A, and then bam, you're at Old Florida Fish House. I want to show you this place because it is so cool. It's like the hidden gem on 30A. So don't tell anybody. All those three people who are watching my video. See if I can pull some pictures up. Look at this place. It is so cool and funky. These are little shops before you even get into the restaurant. All right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, and they've got we've got a video. Let's watch the video. This is cool. They have pianos, they have bars. All right, that's enough of that. But look at this food. Look at this spread. They have a sushi bar. Everything they have is amazing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And if you're looking for it, this is the little logo on top of the area. And it's huge. This is their outdoor area. This is a coastal dune lake, so you can hang out next to the coastal dune lake. It's 100% my favorite place. Go check it out. Old Florida Fish House, Santa Rosa Beach. Go see it. All right, let's get back to it. So, if you really want to get into the higher priced houses, Alice, Rosemary, Inlet is another great community you can look in if you're looking for close to the beach, want to be close to the high value properties. Inlet's really grown a lot in the last 5 years. They have put a ton of new shops, a lot of commercial space with some excellent vendors. I'd highly recommend taking a look at Inlet. Another bonus is you're close to Panama City Beach Airport. I think you're like 30 minutes. So super close versus, if you're kind of over on this side, let me zoom out a little bit. Oh, and how you get here. That's another thing. People are like, how do I get to 30A? So it's only a 45-minute flight from Atlanta. I think it's a 50-minute flight from Nashville. Hour flight from Louisville. I mean, you're talking it's nothing. It's a quick little jump, and you're down here. So you've got the airport you'd fly into would be the Destin Fort Walton Beach Airport. If you're staying on the west side of 30A, I'd recommend that. Or in Destin, Miramar Beach, west side of Santa Rosa Beach. Now, if you're staying kind of, let me back out a little bit. If you're staying over here in Rosemary, Water Sound, Watercolor, those places, you probably want to fly into, let's see, right here. Yeah, Northwest Florida Beaches International would be your arrival. And then you jump on the highway, bam, you're on 98, you're cruising and you're here. It's really close. I would say 20 minutes. So that's kind of why I like 30A, the different areas, and I can go more in depth, but this is kind of a quick and down and dirty. And I want to show you real quick about my kids. Whenever I moved here, I was always worried, like, oh my gosh, my kids aren't going to have school. It's going to be terrible. The cities have way better schools. So my son Noah is 5 years old. He goes to Gateway Academy. I want to pull up some pictures here so you can kind of see. So this is the parking lot. So it's located right next to Destiny Church. So you'll see Destiny Church, which is a very large church, fantastic church if you're into that thing. And this is Gateway Academy. It kind of looks like this commercial building right here, but it's fantastic. They have a really good layout. It's all new. It's remodeled. The teachers are fantastic. The faculty's fantastic. We're trying to raise money right now for a new outdoor playground, which is awesome. And they have a little right here is like a Gateway radio station. So, and believe it or not, this just happened. Breaking news, Gateway has purchased this hotel. The Sleep Inn, I think is what it was. So they own this property now, and they bought it. There's a commercial property on the other side of it. It used to be Restoration Hardware. They bought it. They're converting that into more classrooms, more learning space, and I think they're putting a science center in it. Amazing. So cool. So if you have kids, you want to go to Santa Rosa Beach, but you're like, I don't know, the schools are so good here in Atlanta, or they're, good here in Nashville. Um, I'm blown away. These schools are fantastic. The teachers are fantastic. The level of communication, the level of feedback, the level of homework that helps parents help their kids. I think that's a hard thing too, is they kind of really focus on how we as parents can be better about teaching our kids things versus we expect the teacher to teach them all. It's really fun for the parents to get interactive with the kids and teach them stuff too. So, all right. So that's that. So let's talk a little bit about why you don't want to live to sit in Santa Rosa Beach all the time, or, some of the things that aren't too much fun. Let's do a little Google search here. So 98 is notorious for traffic. We have a ton of traffic, during the season. It just is what it is. We live on an island. If you look at our map, we live literally on an island. This is basically cut off here. It connects to water here. There's a bridge here, a bridge here, and a bridge here. So there's like 4 ways to get into our area. And in the summertime, when 10 million, 10 million plus people come here, it's kind of hard to get in and get out. And plus, the people who live here are here, and we're trying to get places too. So be patient. It's not Atlanta traffic. Don't worry. Maybe get an audiobook. That's a good thing. Get an audiobook. Get something that you can be entertained by in the car, because you might be there a little while. It might take you an hour to get somewhere, and that's okay. Just enjoy the ride. So I would say that's probably my biggest, complaint here, because we kind of all in the summertime, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people spend their time outside. A lot of people, agents, there's a reason you move here, and it's to enjoy it here. I love work. I love helping people find their home. I love, helping people sell their home, but I also love enjoying living here too. So a lot of the locals, it's not uncommon for you to see locals out doing business owners, prominent people doing what they love here, whether it's paddleboarding, boating, fishing, jet skiing, hanging out on the beach, reading a book, just relaxing. You know, I think that's the biggest thing here is the mindset of people. They take a step back from the busy, 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 got to work all the time, got to do this, nine to nine. A lot of people don't even work 9 to 5s. We're working all the time now. If you have kids, forget about it. Um, but yeah, I think that's the coolest thing too about here is that, and a drawback, is that a lot of times places are closed. You go somewhere and they're out paddleboarding, and the whole shop will go paddleboarding. It's not just like the owners piecing out and like, all right, yeah, you guys take care of the shop. There's a great store here called Boat. They make fantastic products. I mean, I just can't say enough. They work. They're great. They're reliable. They make all kinds of things. Paddleboard. Look it up. Here, I'll even put it up here for you. It's called BOTE. BOTE. So if you want to get into some cool stuff, they have amazing products. They have really cool stuff that you can take to the beach, that you can camp with. It's an experience. It really is. I mean, look at the store. They have all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, And if you're an outdoor person like me, you really should give this a chance. It's not the mountains, the Smoky Mountains, it's not Colorado or California, but we have great things here that you can get to know and truly love. I didn't have very many hobbies whenever I moved here when I was in the military, and I figured out real quick everyone here does stuff on the weekends. I mean, there's some people like, football's big right in the South. And there's those diehard people who, got to watch the Auburn Tigers and stuff like that. But for the most part, people are out on their boats on the weekend. They're pulling their kids behind the boat with a tube. They're laying on the beach. They're building sandcastles. They're chasing crabs at night with flashlights, which is another really cool thing. Get a net, get a flashlight, go down on the beach at night, shine the flashlight around the water where the water breaks on the beach, and these crabs will just be like crazy, and your kids can catch the crabs. They think it's the coolest thing ever. It's a lot of fun. And I got a bunch of other stuff like that I can tell you that'll just like blow your kids' minds away. Just very cool stuff. So I would say those are like the quick and dirty, 30A, my kids, family, lifestyle, and a couple downs. The traffic's a bummer in the summertime, but that's okay. Hey, maybe you just go to the beach or you jump on the boat, and that just is what it is. So I hope you like this video. Let me know if you guys want different content. If you want something specific, please put it down in the comments. I'd love to bring you content that you're looking for. Like I said, I am a local realtor. I help people buy and sell. Um, I don't work Fridays. I'm just kidding. I like to golf on Fridays. So if any of you guys like to golf, or gals, my wife golfs too, so we can do like a couples thing. I love to golf. We're members of the Santa Rosa Golf and Beach Club. So if you love golf, I could do a whole video about golf. I'm obsessed. Okay. I'm terrible, but I'm obsessed. However that works. But anyways, thank you for checking this video out. I'll post more. Stay tuned, and make it a great day. How do I turn this off? Oh, like this. Bye.